again. And unfortunately, it'll be on the chilly and windy side by the time we get to late week. And then, of course, we'll be tracking Hurricane Willa scraping the west coast of Mexico. It's a Category 5 hurricane. It's going to make landfall tomorrow. We'll tell you where and how strong it will be, and how that hurricane will likely have a connection to an East Coast storm by the weekend. Your 7-day accurate weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. David Liz, back to you for now.
Thank you, Lee. From Washington, D.C., where a security guard shot a man who was trying to enter a local TV station. WTTG, the Fox station in Washington, tweeted this video of a man on a stretcher said to be the man who was shot. Authorities say he is critically injured. Station employees are tweeting that they are safe. No word yet on any motive in this case. We're working to gather more information on this story. We'll bring you updates on air and on ABC7NY. Liz.
Well, police shot and killed a suspect who was on the run, wanted for killing a police officer outside of Atlanta, Georgia. 18-year-old Tafari Maynard was one of 2 men charged in the deadly shooting of Officer Antoine Toney. U.S. Marshals earlier arrested a second suspect, 19-year-old Isaiah Pretlow. Police say when officers found Maynard this morning, he had a weapon in his hand. That's when one officer fired a stun gun and the other officer shot and killed Maynard. Meanwhile, a shocking new twist in the killing of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi. Inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, Turkish officials tell CNN that the Saudis may have used a body double to pose as Khashoggi, leaving the consulate in an effort to cover up the killing. The alleged double appeared to be wearing Khashoggi's clothing. And in an ever-changing story, the Saudis are now claiming that Khashoggi's death was a result of a fist fight that had gone bad. Turkish officials believe it was a hit job likely ordered by the Saudi crown prince.
Well, LGBT leaders on Long Island today say they are angry over the Trump administration's latest move that is defining a person's gender by their biological status at birth.
Trump seems to be fixated on attacking the transgender community for personal political gain.
The Obama administration loosened the legal concept of gender in federal programs, recognizing gender as an individual's choice and not determined by their sex at birth.
A not guilty plea today from former New York Mets player Lenny Dykstra on drug charges and charges he made terroristic threats. Back in May, you may recall, Dykstra claimed an Uber driver threatened to kidnap him when he tried to change his destination. But that driver drove his car to the police station in Linden, New Jersey, got out and told police that Dykstra held a gun to his head. Officers found cocaine and methamphetamines in Dykstra's possessions, but no weapon was discovered.
Bottom line is like I said, I have a great attorney, and let the process handle itself, and the truth will all come out.
This has been an overblown incident from the very beginning. He's not guilty. He did not commit a crime, and the evidence is going to show that.
Well, Dykstra is due back in court on December 3rd. If convicted of the charges, he faces 10 years of prison.
Well, stocks on Wall Street kicking off the trading week with losses. The stocks experienced broad losses today, led by energy companies and banks. Investors are now gearing up for a busy week of corporate earning reports. So here's a live look at the big board. The Dow dropped 126 points to close at 25,317.
Well, in case you haven't had enough of it, lottery fever, it is still in full swing. And the race to buy tickets, it's more than $2 billion in prizes, remains up for grabs.
Also, a bizarre twist in an investigation over missing mail. So how did boxes of documents get dumped in the woods in Somers?
A school in Yonkers closed because of mold, but today some students returned. We're going to take you there coming up next.
Today at 5, the young family closes on their dream home.
Only to find out there's an $8,000 danger buried in their backyard.
We had no idea.
Consent on your side, clear up a septic situation.
What every home buyer should know.
Today on Eyewitness News at 5.
Happening in Dover, New Jersey. You're looking at live pictures right now from helicopter 7. You can see those flames and thick black smoke coming up through that building. Shannon Stone is in the chopper. Shannon, what do we know about this?
Yeah, this is a massive 5-alarm fire that the fire department is trying to fight, but they are not making much headway with. Obviously, as you mentioned, you see those flames shooting out the back of the windows. You can see the firefighters on tower ladders trying to break through the glass in these windows in the upper floors. It looks like this fire started in the bottom floor of this building. It's a 3-story building that has, it is now at 4 alarms, but it's got stores on the bottom, La Bamba Mexican Grill on the bottom. But the problem here is that these are all attached buildings. We're going to bring this picture out a little so you can get a feel for this town. It's a whole street filled with stores on the bottom, apartments on the top, and this one went up in flames drown operation, but they tried to get out of the building. This building completely unstable, but we're gonna just bring you into the awning here. You can see it says La Bamba Mexican Grill on the bottom. Looks like another restaurant next door that is now fully engulfed as well. And we'll bring you up those top 2 floors. Those are apartments in those top 2 floors. Unclear if anyone was in them, but firefighters did try to evacuate this building. They are now trying to attack it from the outside, but they are not getting anywhere fast. A huge building attached to other buildings. And of course, we will keep you updated on their progress. Reporting live over Dover, Shannon Stone, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
All right, Shannon, keep us posted. Thank you. Well, in Westchester County, some students are attending classes again at a school in Yonkers that was shut down due to mold. PS15 in Yonkers was closed back in September after ceilings tested positive for mold contamination from a leaking roof. School's officials say in October, second air sampling showed the building is now safe, so pre-K to 4th grade students were allowed back today. Since work on the roof is expected to take more time, the 3rd floor will remain unoccupied.
We want the roof to be finalized on time and without any issues for our students. As you know, preparing a roof where we're going to be laying down about 5 inches of materials can represent some noise.
I'm even skeptical of sending them now if it's still safe for them.
Well, when the roof work is complete in mid-December, the 5th through 8th graders will return to school. For now, they will continue to attend classes at St. Bartholomew's. All right, we're going to turn now to the Mega Millions jackpot, and it just keeps growing. It now stands at $1.6 billion. Powerball, also a life-changing jackpot at $620 million. New Jersey reporter Tony Yates is live in Millstone, where folks there, they're just buying up more tickets, hoping to cash in on one of those massive prizes. Tony.
And you know what, Liz? We're in the spot in Millstone right now where somebody had $1 million winner, and we were just talking about this last week when we were buying tickets in Patterson, that it always seems to be this off-the-beaten-path places that are the lucky places. I mean, somebody probably just bought a cheeseburger here and then bought that ticket with the change, right? At the Citgo Mart in Millstone off Old Route 33, you can, of course, fill your tank, fill your stomach, but some lucky son of a gun filled their pockets buying a Mega Millions ticket worth exactly $1,004,439. Have you guys ever sold a winning ticket like that big before?
Yeah, about a couple years ago, $1 million, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so who bought that ticket?
No, not yet, but whoever get it, I hope you need it. Good luck for him.
Sam doesn't know what day it sold or who bought it. Lottery officials told him his store had that winner.
Saturday morning, 7:30, I got a call from a lot of people that your lucky spot, you sold a $1 million ticket in Jersey. So I was so excited.
And so, just in case his regular customers haven't checked their tickets, he's posted this little reminder on the door.
Oh, I told him, he was the man from Millstone that got the money. I was looking at people. I'll just look at the numbers. I ain't get it.
Lightning will strike twice in the same spot. Are you getting your ticket?
I've gotten my 3 tickets already, and I hope again Sam will be the man.
And when people read this on and strike the same target twice. 4 tickets. We're live in Millstone.
Running into at least some type of friction here where it's weakening just a touch, but could very much make landfall as a major hurricane the west coast of Mexico and then go inland and spread all types of rain into the southern U.S. Let me tell you how that's going to affect us in just a little bit. First of all, let me show you the futurecast for tonight. Again, 40s with partly cloudy skies, some 30s in the Catskills. During the day tomorrow, sunny to partly cloudy, and then some showers, gusty showers, late days. That front approaches in the Catskills, northwest New Jersey, and that can go through the Hudson Valley and Connecticut, and those would wind down quickly after sunset. So it's mild for the moment tomorrow, low 60. That's our warmest day in the 7-day. We get right back to the blustery conditions and heavy cold weather on Wednesday, only low 50s, feeling like low to mid 40s because of the gusty breeze. On Wednesday, the remnants of probably what is a tropical depression Willa will be over northern Mexico. There's lots of moisture over the south central U.S., and then that will help to give life to a low over the Gulf of Mexico. That in turn could eventually turn into an East Coast storm by the upcoming weekend. There's a lot to learn about that going forward. First of all, we have to see the storm make landfall and see what it does to that storm in the Gulf. So we don't know the specifics on it yet, but it looks like your weekend could get stormy. Partly cloudy, seasonably cool tonight, 47. Tomorrow, 62. Breezy and milder. That's your best day of the week. There could be a gusty shower well north and west later in the day. And then partly cloudy and breezy and feeling a lot colder tomorrow night. Have the heavier coat. All right, so coming up after 4:30, we'll look at that late week forecast. I think we're cool and dry through Friday, but I have to still work out the forecast on the extent of the impact from a coastal storm over the weekend. So there are lots of scenarios with that one. I'll more on that after 4:30. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Lee.
Well, when she was born, she weighed just 1 pound and 4 ounces. Now, 3 months later, a major milestone for a baby at NASA University Medical Center, which show you what doctors and nurses are celebrating today.
Family talks about the new exhibit honoring her at the Grammy Museum in Newark. Entertainment reporter Sandy Kenyon has that story coming up next.
I'm going to go back to that live look in Dover, New Jersey, where firefighters looking to get the upper hand on a big fire there. It's impacting stores, residential apartments. This is in Dover's downtown area. The fire prompting evacuations. We'll stay on top of this and keep you posted.
And before we go to break, we want to remind you that Channel 7 is your home for the TCS New York City Marathon. And we are taking you mile by mile, introducing you to some of the New Yorkers that you're going to find on the course.
It's at NYRR.org. I'm looking forward to joining more than 50,000 runners as we traverse the diverse neighborhoods of NYC's 5 boroughs, including right here in Sunset Park, Brooklyn.
In fact, J.D. Power just named the Tucson highest-ranked small SUV in both initial and long-term quality. Hyundai.
She is now the keeper of the flame.
And I will do my very best, to make sure that her legacy, stands and gets.
She grew up in East Orange as the daughter of singer Sissy Houston.
These are her roots, the family roots, and family meant a great deal to Whitney. And having the exhibit right here in New Jersey is extremely powerful and powerful to all.
The first visitors were students from a school in her hometown named after Whitney Houston.
It's just amazing to see what she lived like and how successful she can be coming from our hometown. Gives everybody hope.
I feel emotional because I miss Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was my idol.
The Houston family chose to participate in a recent documentary that didn't shy away from her troubles. And there is perhaps no more potent symbol of her struggles than this Bible.
That's the Bible that her mother gave her back in 1987.
It looks well used.
Well used, that was Whitney's favorite book.
It's tucked away among so many markers of a career, a reminder that behind the glamour and one-for-the-ages artistry lay a human being who wrestled with so many challenges. From the Grammy Museum in Newark, I'm Sandy Kenyon, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Such a huge dumped in the woods in Westchester County. Coming up, new details on how it ended up there, and now the investigation underway.
4 American tourists killed in a rafting accident in Costa Rica. A survivor is now recounting the terrifying moments.
I didn't like it. It was so scary.
And a little girl describing the moment she was kidnapped when a man stole her father's car with her still in the back seat.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Raymore and Flanagan. For the closest location, visit RaymoreFlanagan.com.
Understand now that it has spread to another building, and so there are 2 buildings that are now on fire. Shannon Stone is over the scene. Shannon, why don't you give us an update?
Yeah, it started at 3 North Warren Street and is quickly working its way through the attached buildings along Warren Street. Look, at this point, you can barely even see the buildings. All of them are 3 stories. They have stores, most of them restaurants, a salon in there as well on the bottom floor, and 2 stories of apartments above. From what we understand at this point, the fire department was able to evacuate all the residences, and this is the main drag that comes through Dover. This is Blackwell Avenue here, and you can see just how far they have these fire lines stretched. The hose is stretched. Look at how far away that fire hydrant is. That is Blackwell Street, all the way down by Prospect Street. That's how far they're going. They've got 8 surrounding towns here representing the fire departments trying to help with this. We've seen Picatinny Arsenal, Mine Hill, as well as Flanders, again, having a difficult time getting the upper hand. All the roads closed throughout this area, but it's displaced many residences with 3 apartment buildings here, 2 apartment buildings actually that are ablaze with stores on the bottom and 2 floors of apartments above. And of course, we will keep you updated. Eyewitness News.
All right, Shannon, thanks a lot. And now a bizarre discovery in Westchester County. Piles of undelivered mail found in the woods.
Yeah, the Postal Service confirms an employee dumped it in the town of Somers. But people in that county say this isn't the only issues that they have had with missing mail. Eyewitness News reporter Joe Torres is live in Somers with the details. Joe.
Liz and David, there have been mail delivery problems for several weeks, several months now, but largely in lower Westchester, specifically in the towns of Greenburgh, Ossining, the village of Larchmont. Well, now this problem has reared its ugly head here in northern Westchester, specifically here in the town of Somers. It was just last week, federal agents recovered a pile of undelivered mail just tossed into the woods in a beautiful development just off Route 202. Now, that find prompted an investigation spearheaded by the United States Postal Service Office of Inspector General. No word from them as to how long that mail had been piling up in the woods. We should point out to you, Somers has a rather substantial senior citizen population, people who depend on the timely delivery of prescriptions, Social Security checks, retirement benefits, etc. In fact, we talked to one woman who came to the post office in Somers today to drop off some bills, and then she gave it a second thought.
I think I'm going to go to Golden's Bridge.
Why so?
Because if they haven't figured this out, that's what I was leery. I was going to ask them, but they're so nice, I don't want to put anybody on the spot that works there.
City of the U.S. Mail, or threatens to tarnish the reputation and high level of trust that the vast majority of our employees work so hard to uphold. Coming up at 6 o'clock, you're going to hear from other people here in Somers who told us now, because of this and all the news regarding the mail delivery problems, they're taking a more cautious approach when it comes to dealing with the United States Postal Service. We're live in Somers this afternoon. I'm Joe Torres, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Joe. Injured when a driver hit them with an SUV and just kept going. Lacey Township Police say a man and a woman were struck by a small white SUV on Lake Barnegat Drive in Forked River early Sunday morning. The victims were both taken to the hospital with leg, neck, and back injuries. Police want anyone with information.
Worker who fell down an 8-foot hole in the Bronx this morning. This video from Citizen Ambush shot at 10 o'clock in the morning. The worker was behind the Bronx Social Security office in the Mont Haven section when he somehow got trapped in soil up to his waist. He was taken to the hospital in serious condition, but he is expected to be okay.
An investigation is now underway into the tragic rafting accident that claimed the lives of 5 people, including 4 American tourists. All of this in Costa Rica. Authorities say the group of friends were there for a bachelor party. All 3 of their rafts capsized Saturday, just minutes into their trip. Survivors say the water pushed them into the rocks, but not all of them were able to hold on until rescuers arrived. The groom's brother and 3 of his friends were killed, along with a guide. Back in our area, date is set for New York City's largest free bicycle tour. The 24th annual Tour de Bronx, they call it, will take place October 28th, and it'll begin at Grand Concourse. There'll be 2 routes people can choose from, a 25-mile one, or for the more adventurous, a 40-mile one. Both paths go through various neighborhoods and parklands across the borough.
Well, coming up, the first flu death reported in Connecticut. We got details on the case and the urgent warning now from state officials.
Also, baby born 13 weeks early.